Oops, he did it again. He's made another Modcast.
It's summertime and living is. It's raining again. I said, hey, why is it raining? Yeah. Here comes rain. Here comes the rain.
Just give me a minute to slip out of my suntan lotion.
Standing here in the rain. Maybe the weather will change again, or stay exactly the same. Counting every drop, about to blow my top. I wish this rain would hurry up and stop. Trying to find the sun, and I wonder, still I wonder, who'll stop the rain.
You are listening to Mr. Suave's Mod World at MrSuave.com and on modradiouk.net.
Interrupting all programs.
It's a mod world. I'm winding up at the pitcher's mound, under the eyes of the whole damn town. It was the bat that crashed the ball. Under the lights, I lost it all. I take a shower for the game tonight. The people sing Sweet Caroline. I stop short of standing too tall, till I see my picture on the wall. I say, can you see by the dawn's early light? I see the needle sticking out of your arm now. Another goose egg once again. Hey, the old lady to play the O again. Everybody's here, so let's play ball. High velocity warts and all. Let's say, can you see by the dawn's early light? I see the needle sticking out of your arm now. Too stuck, you messed up now. You blew your shot, but something is wrong.
This is Graham Parker. You're listening to Mr. Suave's Mod World Modcast.
I'm singing in the rain. Singing in the rain.
What's a good boy like him doing on a show like this? He'll tell you. Here he is, a man who listens to crappy music so you don't have to, Mr. Suave.
Perfect music for a pennant race, wouldn't you say? This is Modcast number 547, tearing it up. And that opener certainly tore the cover off that ball, didn't it? That was Indiana indie rockers, the Cowboys, with their latest, The Sultan of Squat. It's the title track of their 6th album, just out from Feel It Records. Nothing better than a great bit of modish power pop about baseball, just in time for the pennant races that are heating up. Watching teams like the Mariners do their best to blow it and lose it all. It's a tradition here in Seattle. That song sounds to me like it could have fit into any of those very cool countdown compilations of the mid-'80s. It has a really kind of mod power pop vibe to it. Cowboys are 10-year vets with lots of cool power pop vibes. Also, at times, a bit of an echo of post-punk in there, and you can hear influences of bands like the Sparks and the Kinks. It's great stuff. Definitely check those guys out if you're not already familiar. Naturally, got a link to them on the Modcast homepage over at MrSuave.com, where, as always, you can find the complete track list for this Modcast and all the others, as well as got all the links to all sorts of other cool stuff. This Modcast is going to tear things up some more right now with pretty much all brand new music. Got some garage rock still to come, some glam rock, as well as some brand new power pop, some northern soul, even some ska. Right now, here's the Young Rochelles.
Driving fast on the parkway by the beach. That's how I know you're not far out of reach. Eating donuts near the lighthouse that blinks. When I drop you off at home, it really stinks. And it's breezy when the wind blows you to me. Breezy, let the wind blow you to me. Know you like me, but you're playing hard to get. On a Friday night, I get kinda upset. But now you're saying all the right things. I can't wait for what tomorrow brings. And it's breezy when the wind blows you to me. Breezy, let the wind blow you to me. The air is still tonight. I'm lonely when the clock strikes midnight. I wanna be caught in your breeze, yeah. You make me come alive. Never again will I go inside. Eternally feeling your breeze. I'm stupid cause I told you your appeal. Gotta find out if it's truly real. I see this happen again and again. Maybe you're the one who'll make it till the end. And it's breezy when the wind blows you to me. Breezy, let the wind blow you to me. Breezy when the wind blows you to me. Breezy, let the wind blow you to me.
pink on pink and me on fire.
You're listening to Mr. Suave's Mod World at mrsuave.com.
Riding my bike in circles, should I be? Wasting precious time, wrecking my head with thoughts of what could be. Maybe I'm better off waiting around very patiently for some good news to come to me. Reaching for some familiarity,
birthday suit. You sat in the sun on a hot afternoon. Picture book, your mama and your papa and mad old Uncle Charlie all cruising with their friends. Picture book, a holiday in August outside of bed and breakfast in sunny South Bend. Picture book, when you were just a baby, those days when you were happy a long time ago. Picture book, picture book, picture book, picture book, picture book. Ah, na na na, ah, na na na, Scooby Dooby Doo. Picture book. Ah, na na na, ah, na na na, Scooby Dooby Doo. Picture book, pictures of your mama taken by your papa a long time ago, long time ago, long time ago, long time ago, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I could be your sunshine, baby, here all day and miss me through the night. But it's alright. Kiss me twice and send me homebound. Put my soul upon the lost and found beneath the ground. Today is, tomorrow's yesterday. I feel you behind me. I turn around and suddenly you're gone. Where did you go? I don't know. I cannot find you anymore. Where can you be? I cannot see. I want you back right here with me. No one ever told you that you're pretty as the diamonds in the sky. I don't know why. Maybe I could take you somewhere far enough for you to rest your mind, a place you can unwind. Today is, tomorrow's yesterday. I feel you behind me. I turn around and suddenly you're gone. Where did you go? I don't know. I cannot find you anymore. Where can you be? I cannot see. I want you back right here with me. I cannot find you, I can feel you. I cannot hear you, cannot see you. Where did you go? I don't know. I cannot find you anymore. Today is, tomorrow's yesterday. I feel you behind me. I turn around and suddenly you're gone. Where did you go? I don't know. I cannot find you anymore. I cannot find you anymore. I cannot find you anymore.
Those right there is MDMA, known on the street as ecstasy.
Is there chemical in these that actually make you dance like a prick?
All right, we are back in Suave Manor. Well, I'm in Suave Manor. I'm Mr. Suave, and we are ripping through another hour's worth of great mod-friendly music. That last one was from UK band The Preamps, And the preamps have pretty much nailed the 60s sound, and then they kind of turned it over and give it a nice, modern resurrection, you know. They've been busy this year with several new recordings out. This one is the latest. At least I think it's the latest. They keep dropping new stuff all the time. Sometimes hard to keep up, right? But pretty sure this is the latest from the preamps. Where Did You Go? It's a very cool, classic 60s pop rock vibe. Ahead of them, a band I've been digging for a while now, the Airport 77s. And that was their take on the Kinks' Picture Book. Comes from a really fantastic new Ray Davis tribute album. Gem Records celebrates Ray Davis. And you got to get that one. Besides the Airport 77s, it's got, the Anderson Council, Lisa Michaels, Nick Punty, and the Complicated Men, the Midnight Callers, lots more on there. Excellent collection of covers with really great production quality, and the band's turn in a variety of, everything from a tribute to kind of taking a cover and doing a little bit different with it. But it's really great. Jam Records celebrates Ray Davis. I'm a big Kinks Davis fan. He's a troubadour for sure, and of course I would love this kind of stuff. Before that was Take Your Chance by the Capellas. Is it the Capellas, like a cappella? I think so. I'm just not sure. I'm going to call them the Capellas, not the Capellas. That sounds like too mafioso. Anyhow, very soulful, heavy R&B sound on that one, which is it's from the band's debut EP, Take Your Chance with the Capellas, just out from Sweet Groove Records. You might know those guys better as their alter ego, the Jack Cades. So it's no surprise the EP is super tight, the band sounds so good, especially when you realize these guys are, they're veterans. Played in a ton of bands like The Vickers, The Barracudas, Groovy Uncle, Galileo 7, lots more. So they've got the kind of pedigree I really dig. And just before that was Portable Radio with Good News. A very Beach Boy-esque sunshine pop song. Nicely executed. Portable Radio often reminds me of bands like The Red Button and The Explorers Club. Their latest singles they're really great. It's a nice follow-up to their LP. And as their catalog grows, so is my respect for the Power Pop Trio. Ahead of them, out of New York City, that's Boy Toy with Want. Not even sure if Boy Toy is still active around these days, but I hope so. Have a really dreamy, moody sort of power pop thing going on, mixing 60s rock with a sort of 90s, ish light grunge tone at times. It's good stuff. You heard Friends of Cesar Romero right before that, which is really just Jay Waylon Miller, who's been pushing out a ton of cool music under that name, Friends of Cesar Romero, for, a few years. All of it falls under a kind of a broad power pop umbrella, but stretching from punk rock to garage rock with lots of 60s overtones, of course, sometimes psychedelic, sometimes more sunshiny pop sounding, but all definitely worth listening to, and there's always often a nice helping of social commentary sprinkled throughout to keep it interesting. That was Somebody Somebody. It's from the Game Boy America EP by Friends of Cesar Romero. And I played a brand new band just ahead of that, at least brand new to me. It has to be pretty new because it's a debut album, right? That was punk rock trio Jinxie with Slide, their album out earlier this summer. New band, I guess, but the duo, Wendy Norton and Amalinda Birch, have been quite a few punk and power pop outfits over the years in Milwaukee. Jinxie for them seems a labor of love, influenced by the late 70s, early 80s punk and power pop bands, and their sound kind of gives away that influence and their love of that music, which is fine with me. Give it away. And finally, starting that set out, some pop punk from the Young Rochelles. That is their latest track, Breezy. It's a fun power pop love song that wouldn't have been hard to hear on Blink 182 or even a Ramones album back in the day. Check out the Young Rochelle's. As always, you can be a pal and get on over to the Modcast homepage at MrSuave.com, where you can check out the bonus third set of songs. Always got a bunch of extra songs there, ones that didn't fit into the Modcast hour. If you're digging this show, you will dig that third set as well, I promise. Of course, got links there to all the bands so you can give them some love as well. And be sure to keep up with me in social between shows. Let me know what you think of the Modcast. I can take it. Alright, how about a little soul music for you? Here's the Faithful Brothers right here on Mr. Suave's Mod World.
Come on and do the downtown, baby. Come on and do the shingle-ling-ling. I've seen you do the downtown, baby. I've seen you do the dirty little thing. Sally don't like it. Sally she don't. Sally don't like it. Sally don't go. No, Sally don't. No, Sally don't. No, Sally don't.
far behind. Let me see you keep a steady line. No use to worry, nobody needs your wife. Ring my bell if you want me to. 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 Let him a gentle hand. Show him that we can learn. The other side is not so far away. Yeah. Oh, let me show you how to be alive. No use to worry, your love's not far behind. Let me see you keep a steady line. No use to hurry, nobody needs your wife. Ring my bell if you want me to. Ring my bell if you want me to. Ring my bell if you want me to. Ring my bell if you want me to.
They took the bar! The whole fucking bar!
Carry that heavy amp down the stairs. 1961. Couple of guys were singing and playing. Looked like they were having fun. I asked and they said I could join them. So I plugged in and started to strum. Now we were ready to give it a try. We really thought we could fly. Yeah, we thought we could fly. Fly. We became the real hot band on campus. 1964. Playing those frat parties all around, opening every door. We nailed all the Beatles and Beach Boys sounds. We never let a chord go by, 'cause we were really gonna give it a try. We really thought we could fly. Yeah, we thought we could fly. Fly. We really flew for a little while, then we went our separate ways. But the memory keeps flooding back of those amazing days. Couple of grizzled old senior guys, 2007. You said you wanna start a band, but you left me for rock and roll heaven. So from up there, can you give me a hand? 'Cause I still wanna sing and strum. Remembering those days when we gave it a try. We really thought we could fly. Yeah, we thought we could fly. Fly. Yeah.
My mind, it ticks more than anyone would guess. Going over like clockwork, oh, it won't rest. Unless it's in a place of ease, where I feel my best and I can do what I please. Escapism is bliss. Reverie never goes amiss. My own little world is where I'd rather be. My own little world is much more of my scene. My own little world is tailor-made to suit me, just for me. Walk through the door and pour myself my fourth cup of tea. Sit in the living room and catch the last bit of news at 6 on TV. All too soon an hour's past and my cup of tea's stone cold. And I can't even repeat the tragic stories Mr. What's-His-Face newsreader told. Escapism is bliss. Reverie never goes amiss. My own little world is where I'd rather be. My own little world is much more of my scene. My own little world is tailor-made to suit me, just for me. Cast away into existence's palm, where the harder you swim, the more you drown. Society waited with open arms to bring you in and choke you out. My mind, it ticks more than anyone would guess. Going over like clockwork, oh, it won't rest. In the bliss of the working week, amongst the fray, from dawn to dusk, life and death, but it's solid pouring rain. Beside the facts of weather, I'm trapped in life's fast lane. I find myself reconciling with the fairies that take me away. Escapism is bliss. Reverie never goes amiss. My own little world is where I'd rather be. My own little world is much more of my scene. My own little world is tailor-made to suit me, just for me.
How awesome was that? I'll tell you. I'll answer it and tell you that was very awesome. And that was Sharp Class. And that's their latest single, Where I'd Rather Be. Man, it's just, all I can say is wow, or awesome. Sharp Class often draw comparisons to the Jam. Their sound is kind of spot on with that mod revival, mod power pop, mod punk. Super sharp and tight and just right. But this time, man, the comparison is even more well-deserved, not just because of that sound, but their songcraft overall is really maturing. And that one, in my mind, is really fantastic. It's a crime that the band isn't getting more and wider commercial attention. Here's hoping that changes for them. Check out their album from last year as well, Tales of a Teenage Mind. It is packed with songs like this. Just ahead of them, you heard power pop maestro Brad Marino with his latest fun piece of garage pop. That was Lucy, very 60s pop number that crashes into a wall of garagey power pop and still maintains its sugary sweetness. And just before that, another guy who knows a thing or two about power pop songs, Mark Valentine with Jinx of Finchley Road. Kind of a jaunty's the wrong word. How about catchy? It's definitely catchy. Catchy guitar-driven bit of power pop, and looks to be the harbinger of what we could expect from his upcoming sophomore release. Before that was a band you all definitely know, at least if you are 60s music aficionados. The Circle. Probably most famous for Red Rubber Ball, which was a huge hit for them. 1966, went to number 2 in the chart, but not number 1, which kind of surprised me. That year, they also opened for the Beatles on 14 dates of the Fab Four's US tour. That's pretty impressive. And they had a second top 20 hit. I mean, it only went to number 16, but still, right? You know the song Turn Down Day? So the band didn't write Red Rubber Ball, as it turns out. It was actually penned by Bruce Woodley of the Seekers and the great Paul Simon. Interestingly, though, two of the band members did write a lot of things you probably do know. They wrote commercial jingles. Remember Plop Plop Fizz Fizz for Alka-Seltzer? Yeah, they wrote that. The Continental Airlines We Shake Our Tail For You commercial. The 7-Up Uncola theme. How cool is that? Yeah, they probably made more money off of all of that than the chart hits. Anyhow, The Circle is back after all these years. They got new music coming out. They got a whole new album with Big Stir Records. That song right there kind of tells their story, it sounds like, right? It's a new single from The Circle, We Thought We Could Fly. So definitely check that out. It's a great new bit of music from The Circle. Okay, just before that was Strangers in a Strange Land, featuring Vince Maloney of the Bee Gees. They were doing Ring My Bell, Bee Gees number. Maloney was from the original lineup of the Bee Gees in the late 60s during their kind of modish psych pop years. Strangers is a supergroup of sorts, features current members of the Seeds, along with Clem Burke from Blondie and Jonathan Lay of the Jigsaw Scene. Ahead of them, something with a little different vibe, had a couple of ska numbers there. Sonic Boom 6. They were doing their feminist anthem, No Man, No Right. Comes from F-Bomb. It's the band's 7th full-length album. It was released back in 2016. And ahead of them, a brand new one from Ska Popper's Mustard Plug. That was Why Does It Have to Be So Hard? Comes off of Mustard Plug's new album, Where Did All My Friends Go? From Bad Time Records. And way up top, getting it all going, was Israeli Northern Soul big band The Faithful Brothers. That song was Downtown Uptown. Faithful Brothers are a sort of, I don't know if it's a side project, it's another project, it's a great project, I can say that, from soul man Yashiv Cohen, who heads up Men of North Country, also had a great album this year. The Faithful Brothers' new eponymous album is the real deal, though. This is, that makes it sound like Men of North Country's album wasn't the real deal, and it was also the real deal. They're both real albums, really fantastic albums, how's that? If you like Northern Soul, if you like to dance, if you want to rock your soul out, the new Faithful Brothers is a good album for you. Definitely one of the summer's best. And that was almost too much good music. Can you have too much good music? I don't think so. But man, that was 8 pieces of tunage that would have Lennon spinning in his grave. John, not Vlad. Although maybe Vlad too. Yeah, I'll just stick with that this modcast could be spinning them both in their graves. How's that? Why don't you spin yourself on over to MrSuave.com and leave me a little comment about what you think of the show. Always nice to hear from the listeners. Got one more for you from a band I featured on the Modcast before. Imagine that, me doing something twice. Anyhow, this comes from a band that is a really kind of a one-man show, but what a show. The band's delivered some very cool garage rock and power pop over the past few years, and even a few songs that pretty much just punk rock, right? Now this, with kind of its modern northern soul meets power pop vibe. From the forthcoming LP, this is Pavid Vermin's latest single, Desecrate the Cathedrals. I'm Mr. Suave. Thanks for listening.
We'll cherish the memories, no regrets in our lives. It's gonna feel so great, it's gonna feel so real when we desecrate.